What's going on, folks? In the chat, say what's up if my mic is cool. Y'all let me know if the mic is cool. We're gonna get started in about 3 minutes. Y'all let me know in the chat what's going on. What's going on? Going live in about 2 minutes. Going live in about 2 minutes. Y'all let me know if my mic sound cool. Also, say what's up, man. Just let everybody know. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do the RB films. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna go live. Let's get it.
Turn the pressure up. I don't quit. I don't fold under pressure. I'm the best, and I know I'm the best. And you know I'm the best.
Let's get it. Hold on. Let me get the banner off. Let me get the banner off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your boy has been a little rusty. We gonna get it off. All right, we cool. We cool. We cool. What's going on, everybody? How are you today? How are you this Saturday morning? There are a lot of parents out there. Maybe you got a youth football league game that you're going to. Maybe I don't know, soccer league game, whatever the heck it is. Maybe you got a motor grass and you need something to listen to and maybe go back and watch. But hey, typically with the RB1 film session, what I've been doing is making videos for people to go back. And today we're gonna do a live film session, and I've clipped things up and I prettied it up for everybody. So let your boy know if you're here in the comment section. If you are on X, we're live on Instagram as well. Let's get it. I see my boy Cal, tough loss last night in the Oakland game. You know what I'm saying? But hey, also, man, look at the ticker as well. You know what I'm saying? Cash App's open, super chats get priority. But we're definitely going to talk about Jahmyr Gibbs. And before we do that, though, we're going to recap the week of running backs, because there were some running backs in week 7 that had some really, 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 really good performances. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to add that to stage. All right. What we're going to do, we're going to show that. Right. I'm going to pause it real fast. We're going to pause it. Let me get my layout good to go. And here we go. So Chase Brown had a really good game against the Steelers on Thursday night. He had 11 carries for 108 yards, and I think that this was his biggest run of the day. And these were the guys that I had to pick in between. Javonte Williams for the Cowboys against the Commanders. He went crazy, 116 yards on 19 carries. This was his third 100-yard game through 7 games this season. I think that he might have had, I don't even know if he had that many with Denver last year, and he's got a revenge game this week. So this is pretty cool for him. But Javonte Williams It was really, really tough. He was in my top 3 of who we were going to go over this week against the Commanders. You got the class of the league right now behind Bijan Robinson and Jonathan Taylor. He went crazy this week, 3 touchdowns against the Chargers. Christian McCaffrey, welcome back, sir. Welcome back. And DeAndre Swift for the Bears had 124 yards, season high. That's coming off of 175 yards against the Commanders last week. So, shout out to those guys. All of those guys had great weeks last week. And what we want to do on this channel, when we do have these RB1 sessions and stuff like that, we want to be able to highlight running backs throughout the league because it's a position that started to die out, but now it's coming back. And not only that, we honor the linemen too, the linemen that execute, that execute the plans and all of that type of stuff. And also too, man, in the chat, or I'm actually going to put a vote out. My cousin just hit me up this week, a couple days ago. So for those that know who my cousin is Charlie Garner. He's been on this channel before, had a decorated career with the Eagles, with the 49ers, and with the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Damn near a Hall of Famer. With starting running back of the Raiders for that Super Bowl loss in 2002. He has hit me up. We've talked. I hit him up first, and then he came back and was like, "Cuzzo, when we gonna do what you talked about?" So we're thinking about doing a RB1 show. I don't know if we're gonna make it a weekly thing, a monthly thing, bi-weekly thing. Haven't worked out the logistics yet, but I'm gonna try and get him on. See if I can get some ex teammates on. Anthony Dorsett Jr. said that he will hop on with Chuck too. So that should be some things that we're looking to do moving forward. I want to be able to give you guys the best knowledge from the position from somebody who played it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Multiple Pro Bowler. I mean, when you talk about the guy that we're talking about today, who's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, wait. When we talk about Jahmyr Gibbs today, Charlie was Jahmyr Gibbs back then. Charlie was a 4.2 athlete. Charlie probably was trapped in the wrong time, because if he was in today's time as a running back, he'd be a premier guy because he could pass, he could catch, he can line up as a receiver. Not pass, but I'm sorry. He could run, he could catch, he could line up as a receiver. He could do all of the things that they ask running backs to do now. And he ran a 4.2 speed back in the 90s, in the early 2000s. So, shout out to Cuz, and we're going to do some wonderful work on this channel. So, for my Stranger Things people out there, I don't know if I got any Stranger Things people out there, but I had to pay homage a little bit with my intro. I had to pay homage a little bit for the intro for Jahmyr Gibbs, week 7. Y'all let me know my microphone is cool. It seems like it's going crazy right now. All right. So, this first play is a swing pass. All right. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I want to give y'all just the screen and then come back. Let me see how we want to do this. Let me see if it'll do it this way. No, it's going to do it that way. All right. Or will it do it that way? No. We could do it that way. All right, we could do it this way. It might look a little bit better. Okay. So we got a swing pass on this first play right here, right? And this is where Jahmyr Gibbs makes his money in space. I love what Detroit has done with him the last couple of years, where they get him in space, they get him up against a linebacker. And if you can tell, Goff knows right away, one of the linebackers steps up, 45 steps up, and he's just going to deliver. He's going to deliver that off of just the snap read. He's going to see that he's blitzing, and that's your hot. So the hot is going to be the swing right here, right? So he's going to swing that, and you got him in space. You got him in space against 2 defenders right here. Now, you can get a minimal gain. And a lot of guys do get minimal gains. This is what separates the top guys from, your middle of the pack guys. This is what separates those guys. You see that? Look, got two guys right here. Skirt. Makes two guys miss in space, bro. Makes two miss in space. And we're going to get the extra yards. We're going to get the extra yards. So let's think about this, right? Let's go back. So when he catches the ball, we're going to go back to the beginning. So I think the ball snapped from about the 30-yard line, right? So minimal gain here would have been about right here, about 4 to 5 yards. All right, we're going to talk about opportunity cost for my economic people out here. We're talking about with the regular person, with the regular running back. Remember, this is RB1 Films, okay? We're talking opportunity cost here. So 4 yards turns into over 20, over 30. So we're talking about 4 yards opposed to getting 32 yards. This is what separates the special guys from the regular guys. All right. Again, now he's going to read him. That's who he's going to read, because that's who's going to be his man-to-man guy right there. That's his read. So that's why I like having the end zone view sometimes. And he's going to dump that out. And we're good to go. We're good to go, baby. All right. So we got another play here. This might be a better view right here. We're going to switch it to here. And we're going to watch what it is and then rewind. Look at that jump cut. So he has a crazy jump cut right there. And at the end zone view, we're going to show that again. We're going to show it multiple times. We're going to show it again, though. We're going to, hey, let's play it back. Turn around and tell her, bring it back. We're going to bring it back. All right, so here's the end zone view. And we're going to go back here. Look at that jump cut. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back again. That jump cut is nuts. So the crazy thing about a run like this is you got two lanes. It's two ways that he really could go, right? Yeah, I think that he picks the I think that he picks the right way to go here. You got two, you got to the right where you see the safety in the alley, which I think he can go there. But I think the more decisive play is what he did here, because you got your interior lineman getting pushed back here. And he reacted. And then he's going to react again. That's these cone drills. We got a drill that I'm going to show you with my son and Coach Savage in the middle of this. So Coach Savage, shout out to him. You know, I see if I can add him as a collaborator later on to this video. But, you know what I'm saying? This right here, running back, is a lot of reacting at a fast pace to what it is the defense is doing on the other side. So we're going to read the backers. We got to react to what's happening up front. And then we got to finish. So it's pretty dope. This right here was his 78-yard scamper right here. We talk about opportunity cost. But this line on this duo right here, if I had my dog Lou on here, Lou would be going crazy. Lou would be going nuts right now. Lou Takes. If y'all know who Lou Takes is, listen. Dog. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can get him to comment or something like that. Live on YouTube right now. Talking Gibbs. All right. And remember, y'all, I'm doing this all off the cuff. Eventually, I'm going to get better at doing this live, because I felt like maybe going live might give a little bit more of a better feel to it. And also I can answer questions to anybody that's out there that wants to get better at running back, or that wants to understand some of these things a little bit better. Sorry, let me make sure that I got to make sure that we monetize Yeah, RB1 Films. I should have done this a little bit earlier. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that we cancel. We're going to save that. Oh, we good. We good to go. All right, we good to go. Okay. So look at this. That duo right there. I always love the push. So what I like about Detroit's line, and this is why often they're the best line in football. Look at that. Look at that push right there. That push is amazing. And on the end zone cam, it looks even better. But Gibbs' job right here in the duo is to manipulate 54 into the double team. And then you create and find your own lane. And that's exactly what he does. And he got my guy Winfield Jr. right here. So we're going to play it back again. And hey, look, it's him. It's mano y mano. This right here is your 100-meter sprint. This is why you want to know what a running back does in the 40-yard dash. This is why you want to know right here. Specifically this right here. Okay? He's out. Look, right here. He could dive at him. He can do whatever. As a running back, do you have the mental fortitude that I will not be stopped? Do you have the fortitude? And he does. And I want to point something out to y'all. Look at the dedication of the cameraman here, bro. Look at this. My man been waiting his whole life for a shot like this. Look at him. The dedication part 6, baby. Look at that. Hey, you talk about hustle, man. Hey, if you ain't a cameraman like that, I don't want you shooting my games, bro. Straight up like that. The dedication. We can hey. I don't know who this is right here, but my dog. I appreciate the hustle. Hey, I ain't even speed that up, y'all. He full sprint with that damn camera. Hey, I rock with it though. I rock with it. So let's watch the end zone cam. See if I can get up out the way, right? Duo. Look at that. So like I told y'all, he gonna manipulate 54 right there in the hole. So his job with this aiming point, and if you've been watching the channel, you know what the aiming point is. His job with this aiming point here is to make 54 go where he wants 54 to go, and he's going to react off of that. His guys up front, they got the double teams, and they're pushing them back into the linebackers. This right here, if I was to teach a clinic on what duo is supposed to look like, this is it right here, guys. This is it. Oh, man, Beauty. Beauty is her name. Beauty is her name. Now you're going to peel off and get 54. We're going to see the daylight. And we out. We out here. Oh, you think you about to catch me? Nope. Peace. Peace sign, baby. So, yeah, this right here, and I like this. This is like a zone. This is like a zone pitch. And I know that the 49ers ran it really well before. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan still does it. This was when I studied for the Cowboys and we studied the 49ers. This was something that they did very, very well. When you got a back like Jahmyr Gibbs, that can kind of so I would consider him not so much shifty. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is more of a kind of like I think he's more of a one cut back. I just think he's so fast that it looks like he's more shifty than what he is. But he not hitting you with a whole bunch of he. It's more of a I'm using my speed to push an angle, and then I'm gonna cut off that. You know what I'm saying? If you disagree with that, let me know in the chat. But I think he's he's just a speedy one cut back. And it's very, very similar to what CJ2K was when he was playing. Look at that. So, man, that's a beautiful hole from that line right there. Pause. Beautiful, beautiful execution. And as you can see, like, again, the one cut at the second level, He's trying to figure out how he can maximize this carry right here, and he gets a little bit more. I think that extra cut right there gained him a couple of extra yards. And we talk about minimal gains and we talk about maximizing. And Jahmyr Gibbs does an excellent job of maximizing his carries. We're going to play it back again. We're going to run it back. End zone view right here. Like I said, zone. Everybody moving that way. You got a good backside cutoff. That backside cutoff is going to create that lane. And it is mano y mano. And we're going to maximize that carry. So, shout out to my boy Savage. He trains a lot of commanders in the area. He trains a lot of pro players, a lot of high profile high school players in the DMV area. If you're not following Coach Savage, you need to do yourself a justice. If you're in the DMV, you need to go train with Coach Savage. Straight up. If you are a trainer, you need to learn from Coach Savage. He puts out videos and stuff like that all the time. If you're a player or if you're trying to learn, he will put out basic drills for you guys and all that type of stuff. So the player that is in these drills is none other than my own blood, my son. And so it kind of gives you an idea of some of what Jahmyr Gibbs kind of does. Now, there's a shiftiness to it. I just don't think that he leads with being shifty. But you have to have good feet and you got to have good balance in order to do those type of things. So this drill right here that Coach Savage did with my son in the summer, it was a rainy session too. This right here is some of the stuff that as a running back, in order to be able to do some of the things that Gibbs is doing, you're gonna have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, cut on the dime. Cones are very, very essential to some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to show you guys that again. Anybody that has love for me, I've reciprocated, and I'm gonna try and push you that way. And I'm gonna try and push your platform. You try and push my platform, or you know what I'm saying. It's all about love. You know what I'm saying. You lead with love, and you get love. All right. So see if we got any comments on Instagram. No comments, but there's people looking. All right, cool. So this is just a simple arrow out of the backfield, and we talk about maximizing. When you got a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs and he runs as fast as he does, gains ground, understands how to maximize the most out of what you get, especially in space. You want to take advantage of things like this. I love that Detroit does this with him. And this is what makes him special because you can do things like this. And it's not that he just runs and catches the ball. He's also chipping in the passing game. If you have to start and be a running back at Alabama, you have to be able to block. He can do those things. It just makes more sense, in my opinion, to make him a threat in the passing game and stuff like that. But don't think that I didn't comb through this tape and didn't see that he's chipping, he's blocking, he's doing all those other things as well. Look at that, gaining ground. We're gonna look. We talk about minimal. We talk about the minimum and what a regular guy would get. Regular guys getting tackled right there. We're gonna gain about 5 to 6 more yards than what we typically would. And again, that's what makes him special. We're gonna maximize that. We're not gonna run out of bounds. When we can run out of bounds and not take a hit, we're gonna maximize what we get here. And we're going to get those extra yards. And this right here, I like this play. So I wanted to highlight this because Detroit did a very, very creative thing with their tackle, Penei Sewell here. And he's just going to allow the edge upfield, right? He's going to allow him upfield. And then he's going to become a lead blocker with this swing right here. So this is something that you set up typically right here. And he did a very good job of getting him off balance. Like I said, we gonna get a big uglies. We're going to get him some love too. We're going to get him some love. He does a good job of getting him off balance. And we out. Jahmyr should have scored this though right here. You got to score this right here. We got to score this, big dog. We got to kick out of that. We got to kick out of this right here. I've been talking about maximizing. And look, I know he knew it. He looked at that end zone. Yeah, buddy. It's all right, though. You didn't had enough in your career to where, that's not the only carry that you're going to get. But for my running backs out there who that might be your only shot and you don't get a million chances, you got to make them pay in situations like that, guys. You got to make them pay. So, look, we're going to look at this again. We're going to look at Panay. Look at this. Look at this. Money right there, baby. Money. That's why we get paid the big bucks, baby. Shout out to Brainiac VP on X with the with the great tweet here. Sometimes I'm gonna take tweets from people and show you love that way too. And he said he just treated Monday night like a Sunday walk. 218 yards from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns, longest run in 14 years. He wasn't just good, he embarrassed the defense. Crazy. But that 78-yard run was kind of crazy. It definitely was. And 136 rushing yards, 3 catches for 82 yards. The versatility is just crazy. The versatility for Jahmyr Gibbs was crazy. And I just wanted to highlight that. I told everybody that we would do the Jahmyr Gibbs RB1 films. And I just couldn't fit in doing all the cutting and being able to do the commentary. So I was just like, let me go live with this and just talk, and I really like what we were able to come up with today. So if we have any questions or if there's anybody out there that really likes to work or whatever, feel free to comment. Feel free to say anything. You know, I really liked being able to do this. I don't know if on Saturday mornings that this might be what I end up doing to where I clip up some running back film and people can come in and watch or and we can kind of discuss these things. I might bring in my some of my lineman gurus to go over certain packages, certain run plays, what they think that the linemen were thinking or why they executed things the way that they did. But we're all about being able to educate on the run game for certain. You know what I'm saying? RB1 mindset. RB1 mindset for me, what this means is being able to step off the bus and everybody know that you're the heartbeat of the team. There was a kid that I coached. His name is Isaiah Coleman, goes to Oakton High School, running back. And when he runs the ball sometimes, he's the heartbeat of what the offense is. And I would just continue to tell him to be the heartbeat. That's what this is about. RB1 isn't just you start running back, you start for your team. It's you're the heartbeat of your team. And I think that on Monday night, last Monday, on Monday night that just passed, Jahmyr Gibbs was that for his team. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna head out on that note. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you're watching on the playback, comment I'm watching on the playback or whatnot, and let me know in the comments. And if there are any questions or if there's anybody do you guys feel like that I should cover in the future or anything like that, let me know. Also, let me know if you are interested in be doing that show with my cousin. I think we're gonna do it anyway, but any suggestions or anything like that, let me know, man. I give feedback as you feel. Also, man, to support the channel, cash apps, super chats are very welcome. We're going to continue to just educate out there. You know what I'm saying? This is really what I wanted to do when I envisioned having this channel. This is what I wanted to do. So we're going to get back to some of the things that I visualized for this channel, and we're going to carry it out. But I appreciate everybody for watching. Appreciate all of the eyes on the film session. We're going to do more of these. We're going to do more live talks. And that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.